Okay, before I do this, I'm going to apologize for the noise in the background. I am actually recording in your classroom and the air conditioner or heater or whatever is super loud right now. Okay, so let's actually take a look at this function. So the f of 2x. This is probably the most complicated one. And what this is, if you take a look, you would hopefully recognize that this is a horizontal compression. Okay, so this is a horizontal compression, and that is because, remember, it's the opposite of vertical. So in this case, B is going to be equal to 2. All right, now I suggest for some of these to make a table and find like the new points. So for example, let's just make what the old table should be quickly, just with a few points, not with all of them, and then you could do it with the rest. So for example, here we'd have -3, -1, we'd have -2, 0, we would have -1, 2, 0, 3, and you could keep going here. We have 1, 0, and then you have these 2 points down here. We have 4, 0. So you could do that with your list of all of your ordered pairs. And then basically what you're going to do is do the transformation on the ordered pairs and then plot the new ones to get your graph, okay? All right, so what you're going to do here, this one's a little bit tricky. All right, so let's just say our new function is f of 2x, okay? Let's actually take our function and let's just define it to be f of x, and let's actually look at this ordered pair 4, 0. Okay, so we know that when we plug in 4, we get 0 back out. That's this particular ordered pair right here, which is 4, 0. Now, what we are basically doing, the transformation of the function, was basically taking 2 times x, all right, to get this number 4. All right, so you have to think, we're going to kind of set up an equation here, and we're basically going to say 2x equals 4. So what did I originally have to plug in to get 4 back out? All right, divide by 2, and I get x equals 2. All right, now if you'll notice here, so I had to plug 2 times 2 to give me 4. To work backwards, what I had to do is I actually have to divide by 2. So anytime you have a horizontal compression, what you are going to do is you're going to take the x value and you're going to divide it by 2. Okay, so none of your y values are going to change. So the y values stay the same. All of your x values are dividing by 2. So this -3 would become -1.5. Okay, this -2 would become -1. This -1 would become -1/2. Notice 0 divided by 2, that's actually not going to change, so that's going to stay the same. 0.5 divided by 2 is 0.25. -1 divided by 2 is 0.5. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Okay, 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then 5 divided by 2 is going to be 2.5. It's confusing because we have that one here. All right, so our new function is going to be in red. Okay, and this is what your new function looks like. All right, if you have any questions on this, let me know. Just remember, anytime you have a horizontal compression, what you're going to do is you're going to take the x value and divide it by 2, or divide it by whatever your horizontal transformation is. Take your x value, divide it by b, okay, and then your y is going to stay the same.